Hello, welcome to Asian Pacific America. I'm Robert Handa, your host for our show here on NBC Bay Area and Cozy TV. It is one of my favorite times of the year, a chance to celebrate and highlight the Lunar New Year. We start with the Oakland Museum of California's 14th annual Lunar New Year celebration and its Festival of Asian Traditions. We will talk about the museum itself, as well as the celebration, which includes music and dance, as well as a special guest, author Oliver Chin, reading from his new children's book. And this is also the time for Tet, the Vietnamese New Year. There is a lot to see and learn about the traditions in this celebration, and we could not have a better guide than NBC Bay Area investigative reporter Vicky Nguyen, who lends her professional and personal touch to our presentation today. And we continue our tradition of presenting artistic performances. Today, a live Korean dance performance by the Ong Dance Company. The Bay Area company is committed to pushing the boundaries of ethnic dance into the 21st century and promoting understanding and appreciation of Korean artistry. See it for yourself a little later on our show. Well, there are many ways to celebrate the Lunar New Year, and very few events cover so many ways than the annual Oakland Museum of California's Lunar New Year celebration. The 14th annual event by the OMCA will feature a wide range of cultural attractions and a special guest that will provide an added treat for children. Joining me to talk about this year's celebration is the museum's Assistant Director of Public Programs, Cynthia Taylor. Cynthia, welcome to our show.
Thank you, Robert.
Give us an idea, first of all, let's talk about the museum, because to me, the broad spectrum that is represented in the celebration kind of represents the museum itself, right, don't you think?
Thank you. Yes, I do. All of us at OMCA are so proud of the museum's long history, and we're based right at the base of Lake Merritt. And so the Oakland Museum of California spans over 7 acres with beautiful 4-story tiered gardens and 3 collection galleries. We are home to 3 beautiful collections: the California Art, California History, and California Natural Sciences galleries.
Now, before we get into the New Year's celebration, I've been there before, and it's a beautiful facility. What do you suggest, like, people start looking for? What will they get by going to the museum?
Well, they're going to get something for everyone in their family, every generation. So we welcome all the generations in your family to the Lunar New Year celebration, and we also reflect that in the presenters and the participants that are going to be showcasing beautiful traditional music, performances, art activities, as well as contemporary and other Asian traditions that welcome the new year.
Let's break that down a little bit now. What are you going to see? What are some of the highlights that are going to be there? How are they chosen? Why did you want to make sure that they were represented in this kind of celebration?
Thank you for asking that. Our public programs developer, Snowy Tongue, works very diligently to make sure to include many different Asian cultures, but it is rooted in the traditions of the Chinese Lunar New Year. So we start the ritual with the lion dance and ends with a dragon dance, and it's done with these high school students that work all year to prepare for us, and it is absolutely beautiful and envelops us from 12 to 4:30 in the traditions that leaves room for all the exploration of other ways of celebrating the new year.
And what about some of the music?
Oh, the music is so beautiful, but I have to talk about the drumming.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we have drumming from all around the world and throughout Asia, and the dance. So with our contemporary activities, we have dancers from Korea, from Japan. The drumming is from all over the world as well. Taiko drumming, Korean as well. It's just beautiful.
Give us an idea here now. Oliver Chin, the children's author,
yes,
he's going to be there, and I guess he'll be reading from his latest book.
Yes.
Give us a little bit, for people who don't know, Oliver Chin's background as well as what he'll be doing there.
We're very fortunate to have Oliver Chin with us. He is an amazing author and an amazing storyteller. At the Lunar New Year celebration, our visitors are going to get to hear him actually read his stories out loud. He's the only author that has written out all 12 of the Chinese zodiac animals in his books, and he'll be reading from this year's book, which is about the year of the sheep.
Now, and you know what, friends of mine who are from that year, including myself, we tend to say year of the ram as well, right?
Yes,
so
yes,
okay.
Yes. Now I know.
Now, give us an idea here in terms of when you want children to come, and they're coming obviously for the event, but also for the museum. Yeah. You really want it to be kind of a learning experience as well, right? It's a fun day, but it's a learning thing, right?
It's so fun, and it is really learning in the sense for every level of the family, every generation. So from the hands-on activities and the traditional Chinese opera face painting to the hands-on activities, everyone in the family is going to enjoy themselves, and it is absolutely embedded throughout the entire museum. It is a stunning museum, indoor and outdoor, and so the family is going to really enjoy the entertainment, the activities, and the food. We have Asian fusion food trucks with off the grid that will be there, and our own Blue Oak Cafe has embedded beautiful and delicious Asian food into their menu as well.
Well, that's great, because we're going to be featuring a little bit of food and some of that later on, as well as the drumming later on in this show. Tell me something, how long does it take to kind of plan this? How much input do you get from the community in trying to decide that you have, because there's so many different celebrations going on, yet yours attracts so much attention. How much community input do you try to get, and how do you try to get that reflected into the event?
Thank you for asking. Throughout the year, Oakland Museum is very, very dedicated to the communities that surround us. We're surrounded by the OACC that's right inside Chinatown, the Oakland Asian Cultural Center. It's one of our strategic partners, as well as Fruitvale. We're sandwiched between the Fruitvale, San Antonio neighborhoods, right at the base of Lake Merritt there. And we are throughout the year working with our communities and our partners so that we do not just celebrate certain cultures at certain times of the year. We do celebrate throughout the year, but there are these milestones, and Lunar New Year is one of them. It's very important to us in planning that we take input from other people and artists and organizations that are embedded deeply into different California organizations and neighborhoods.
And you touched on it earlier, which is that it isn't just one particular part of the community. It's a number of different communities that take part in this, right?
California is a beautiful mosaic, and we work very hard to represent. And so when we think about Lunar New Year, we're also looking at other Asian traditions that celebrate the Lunar New Year. So that really involves and invites other people to be with us and to learn. The learning is, there's the soft and the hard sell of learning, you know, and the celebration is so beautiful, but it's very important that people get to learn, if it's not their culture, to learn about these cultures.
You're certainly the appropriate facility to do that.
I think so.
Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for making your event so special for the community.
Thank you so much, Robert.
Well, coming up, another type of New Year celebration, a look at Tet with the help of NBC Bay Area's Vicki Wynn, so stay with us.